What's up, everybody? Happy Thirsty Thursdays. A cheers from Four Dads to you. We are out here. I don't even know what episode this is, but we feel like we are just pumping out content like crazy. Our TikTok, thank you everybody so much for the following. We are almost to 1,000. Would love to bring this podcast to TikTok to all of you amazing friends and acquaintances. I mean, the audience is just so cool. I really just, how, let's start off with something family based. Like, how was Stephanie's Mother's Day?
It was pretty solid. We got back from Oakland on Saturday night, and I had a work event that I had to go to, and it was fairly chill. She wanted to make it kind of fun. She's definitely what would you call I'm the homebody. She's the opposite. She's the one that likes to be out.
She's the
Doing other things.
adventurer.
She's the spontaneous one. I'm the one that's
Yeah.
just like, yo, I just want to chill at home, watch TV. I'm rather.
I spent $800,000 on this house. I don't want to go anywhere else.
Exactly. I'm paying on this. Yeah, exactly. But on the way home, like we went to a driving range for a little bit, which was cool.
I
Took my
saw that. That looks
driver.
sick.
She took her driver. It was cool. It's like 95 degrees. I was like, this sucks. Let's get out of here. Carter's probably dying. But it was pretty cool. But then on Sunday, we had her family over and we just had some. What did we get? We got some BJ's. Like the BJ's brewery.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Now with the family, head out of the gutter. All right, you took that whiskey down way too quick. But yeah, we had a nice little spread of like pizza, pasta. What was it? Salad and everything. So we had family over for a bit. We all took naps when Carter went down for a second nap, which was awesome.
Aren't those just the best now?
Oh my gosh, dude.
I can appreciate a good nap. Like when Adelina takes her 3 hour nap at like 3 o'clock, I'm sorry, at 12, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to turn on Call of Duty just yet. I'm gonna close my eyes for a little bit,
I'm
or
gonna take a
like
nap
read a
now,
book,
so I can
read a
game
book,
later. Yeah,
exactly,
right,
or read a
right.
book or something. But
Mm-hmm.
continue. Sorry,
Yeah,
just had to throw it in
no.
there.
It was good. It was really kind of last minute because of my my work trip that I had. I couldn't really throw too much into it, and she was fine with that. Obviously, it would have been nicer if I could have done more, but it was also like 98 degrees outside, where we didn't really want to do anything outside or travel. So it was pretty solid overall. I mean, pretty low key, which I'm always for. But how about you? How was yours?
Ours was great. I had a bunch of stuff planned for Isis. I went and stopped, by Victoria's Secret. Went and got her. Um, what else did I get her?
Some pajamas.
No, I don't even. I don't even remember. I got her. I got her a bunch of different stuff. I got her flowers, of course, and then
Oh, duh,
me,
duh.
and then me and Adelina went to. We went to Target, and like we, I let Adelina pick out a card, like whichever one I read her three, whichever one she reacted to. I was like, all right, that's the one. So we got her a really great card, and then inside wrote like a nice, heartfelt message, and then I
Did you
tried.
trace her hand? Did you trace her hand?
No,
You're like,
no.
this
So
is where her hand
actually,
is.
yeah, no. So
Uh-huh.
actually, what I did was I took the pen and tried to spell Adelina's name with her writing it, and it just looked like. So I said, "That's Adelina's attempt of signing her name." So she loved that. Um, and then then today was kind of her big day where she went, and spent 4 hours at the spa and got a massage. She got to spend all day by the pool, and um, she did like a sauna and the heat rocks massage and all this stuff. I mean, it was like, hey, it's your first day, go have some
Yep.
fun, kid.
Yep. Right.
but
Awesome.
speak,
Awesome.
but speaking of Mother's Day, and last weekend the Byard Nelson,
Yeah.
what an emotional win for Jason Day. Such a great guy. I know he's kind of disappeared for the last, I don't know, 5 years, give or take, since his last win. But the guy's just been grinding with injuries. He had the vertigo where he passed out like in Mexico, I think like 2019. He's just been through it all. But it was the one thing I will say, it was great to see his short game really come to life, because TaylorMade does like the short game clinics with, Scheffler, Tiger, Rory, Jason
Hmm.
Day, DJ. Not DJ as much since he's on the live. They've kind of been booting him out, but um,
Right.
which I have my opinions about. But ultimately, though, it was great to see him hit some of those shots that you see him practicing on those YouTube streams all the time and
Yeah.
executing them.
Mhm.
But man, what were your thoughts on that win?
Well, I mean, it's been since, like, what, September 2015 that he was, like, ranked number 1, and I felt like I don't know if he came out of nowhere, but he definitely, like, didn't last long as number 1, and obviously, it was a big thing when he was number 1, where it's like, "Oh my gosh, Jason Day's number 1." I still remember I was working in the golf industry, and that was, what, almost 8 years ago now? Maybe 7 and a
Yeah,
half, 8 years, but then, like you said, he's just been, like, off the grid, he's been grinding, but, like, he just has not been his best version of himself like he was back then. I know he has a lot of emotions going through Mother's Day with the
yeah,
passing of his mom and everything. But my biggest takeaway was I think was it Thursday or Friday where it was Siwoo Kim was on 59 watch on
yeah.
Dude, the dude was on fire. Oh my gosh. It was insane. It was just like birdie, eagle, birdie, birdie, just insane. I'm not sure what the par was at the Byron Nelson where they were playing at either 71 or 72. Do you know
I
off the
think
top of
it's
your head?
72. I think it was
72.
72.
So, and I think he ended up getting a 60 instead of like, I think he needed like an eagle on the last hole or whatever to get to
Yeah, they have
59.
59.
But I mean, it was just an insane run. I think it was Thursday. I could be wrong, but I remember just like checking out Twitter and kind of having it on in the background at work, just like listening to it and everything. And I'm like, oh wow, this guy's like, it's not the second or third day where he's shooting 8 or 9 under. It's like the first day,
Hmm.
and it was just impressive. I think he shot 11 under. It was just
Yeah.
insane. And obviously he didn't end up winning. I think he ended up getting second place. Like obviously Jason Day took the his first like PGA Tour win in a while, but I mean you can't either one who was going to win, whether it's Jason Day or Siwoo Kim. It was a good tournament in the sense that I think it was what 23
Yeah.
under and like 22
24.
under. It
Yeah.
was like and like Jason Day shot 9 under, Kim shot 8 under. So they were
Yeah.
both like on fire in the final day as well. So I mean, what did you think?
No, definitely some really good golf. I mean, the one thing that the announcers kept saying was like the conditions were the best that they had ever been. Like there wasn't a lot of crazy wind. Obviously, on Sunday they experienced a little bit of rain, but it
Mm-hmm,
like
hmm.
the course itself was just playing so pure, and again, like that's hey, if things are rocking, you just keep knocking. So
Hmm.
you know, um, that's basically what those guys were doing. Did you notice when? Did you notice Spieth? Did you watch Spieth at all when you had a chance? Like it looked like he has a little bit of an injury with his wrist.
I
I
did.
noticed he had.
I didn't. I know now they're talking about
Yeah,
today when I was watching the PGA Championship that they're mentioning
yeah,
that he's got taped up wrists and everything, but
yeah.
I did not see. I saw Max Homa might have potentially injured his wrist today on
Oh,
one of his
really?
shots. He was like
I
you just see
saw.
him go ow, but yeah, no. Mm.
Yeah, I saw him just drain like a 60 footer to save a birdie on one of the par fives, and he was pissed. Like he just I don't know something from the get go. I was watching on ESPN and he had like an outburst, which was great. Like I really want to say like watching it now like on ESPN Plus, like they don't cut anything anymore. I mean, you
Dude, I love
hear,
it.
yeah,
I love it.
I think it brings a lot of
The best $10 a
um,
month I've ever spent. Like
yeah,
ESPN Plus, no lie. Like
yeah.
it's great.
No, I think it brings like a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? It brings a lot of character to you know to what you see.
And
I mean,
transparency, like you're seeing them straightforward.
yeah,
You're not really seeing too much that's cut out, but yeah.
yeah. So yeah, he like shouted out like and then he had a huge putt and also just drains it. You could just see he just had like he was just pissed. Um, but going back to Spieth, my dad kind of brought it up to me when because my dad was watching it and he goes, "Hey, did you notice Spieth's wrist?" And I was like, "Well, I know he's been going through a lot of swing changes, and it looks like him and Justin are both starting to go more to a cut,
Mm,
which and looking at like his swing where they said, when they kind of noticed that he had the KT tape down like his forearm, he had his wrist
yeah.
wrapped with KT tape, like instead of him coming through like his bicep when he's bringing the club through, he's actually coming a little bit steeper. So I'm wondering if maybe because the
Mm.
club is a little bit more toe down, like he's getting a
Hmm.
little bit of jolt, you know,
Yeah,
just to get
possible.
that action. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe for your wrist, you should get some KT tape and try and knock out 36.
I need to hit up Jordan Spieth to see if we can, one, get him on the podcast. Two, if we do get him on the podcast, ask him what his physical therapist says about his wrists, and then three, ask him how being a new dad is. But yeah, no.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see Tom Kim? He legitimate, like, if you just type in Tom Kim on Twitter, or Tom Quinn, yeah, just Tom Kim. He legitimately was like from like here down, just covered in
Oh
mud.
yeah, yeah. I saw
Dude,
the picture actually on.
dude, it was hilarious. So like apparently
Yeah.
like he fell or something. They didn't really get the whole thing because he was cut off by like the hill or whatever.
Hmm.
And he was getting interviewed after, and he's getting interviewed. All of a sudden he looks at his phone and he goes, "Oh my gosh, everyone knows." Like, "Oh no, like everyone saw that." Like, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea that everyone saw me. Like I thought I was over on the side." Like it was this thing that he had no idea that people really saw. Because again, I think it was on ESPN Plus where they showed it, because it was before like the actual live coverage of like I think maybe either CBS or ABC or Fox or PGA, or was it the Golf Channel, where they showed it.
Hmm.
And dude, oh my gosh, man, he pulled up his leg, he pulled up his pant legs and everything, and he was just he actually went back to it and took a dip to rinse off. And like it was
That's
like
crazy.
45 degrees this morning, so you know
Yeah,
that water was cold.
yeah.
But
I was shocked. I was shocked to see all the players with the hoodies.
you're in Rochester, New York, dude. It's May. It could be cold like it is now, or it could be
Yeah,
warm, but like it's more than likely upstate. It's gonna be cold.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, yeah, I saw that picture on Instagram. I didn't really look into like what happened, but I do have a similar story where I was playing in like like a fundraiser, fun for four ball best man tournament scramble, and it was something for like kids charity or something like that. And this guy pre-gamed so hard before this tournament. It was at this golf course called Shoreline Golf Course in Mountain View, and he was so drunk. Like everyone's like, "Hey." I think his name was Edgar or something like that. They're like, "You gonna be okay?" And he goes, "Yeah, yeah. I already got my water. Like everything's cool." We get to the first tee. The cart girl comes by. He's already buying everyone shots. He hooks, and this is true story. Like I have three people that can confirm this. First hole, first hole. He duck hooks a shot into a pond that looks like it's from where I was standing. I thought it was just dried up. I thought it was like the bottom, but no, it was actually an algae on top. So he like stepped into it. Turns out it was
No.
super deep. It
So
was
he did
super deep.
no idea. Oh
He went
no.
straight in, and then we just like everyone like was freaking out, and we pulled him out. This dude was covered in mud. Like there was even like a leech on his leg. Like it was bad.
What?
But then what happened was is like as it started going, because like we uh we ended up like taking, like, there's a bathroom on the fourth hole, so whoever was with him had to sit with him in the cart for that long. Gets to the fourth hole, and like he just starts hosing himself down with with water.
I'm a maniac,
But dude,
maniac.
literally when he did that, his skin went from like cherry red to like a pale color. Turns out like by like the seventh hole, ambulance came out, took him to the hospital. He had like gotten like a skin infection. It was so bad. It was so bad, dude.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was
Wait. So that
crazy.
means that his 4-team scramble turned into a 3-team scramble, huh?
Turned into a three-team scramble. Our score didn't count because we didn't have enough players. But I won the long drive, which was great,
Oh
and closest to the
man.
pin. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, dude, that is
yeah.
hilarious.
I don't
Wow.
know whatever happened to that guy, but yeah, I haven't talked to those people in a long time, but it was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like I was like, is this guy serious? I'm like, he's really gonna go over there and hit his balls? Like he can just drop. I mean, we're taking a best ball, first
Yeah, let's take
hole,
ours, guys. Let's
first
take mine.
tee.
Let's take mine over here.
Yeah,
We're good. We got
yeah.
4 shots right over here on this
It
lake. We're
it
good.
was it was insane, but yeah, I guess that
Wow.
happens to the best of us. But
Yeah.
going into the PGA Championship, who are your top three picks?
Okay, so top three picks. I mean, obviously it's Thursday now, so it's a little bit biased, but I'm going to go off of my DraftKings. So I had a little 5 pick. First pick, Brooks Koepka. You know, I'm really pulling for really any live guy. I want any live guy just to win, whoever it is. I just want it to happen, just so it's like a in your face kind of a thing to all the people who are PGA Tour diehards.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, I like John Rahm. Obviously, he shot 6 over today, so he's tied for 117th. Okay, screwed me over there. Adam Scott, I picked him. I'm like, you know what? I mean, he's from I think Australia,
Uh-huh.
so he's got solid game. I think he's a Masters, right? He's a Masters win, right? So he's got a master green jacket. So he has won a major. And he was shooting 4 under until the last hole today, and he double bogeyed. I'm like, you gotta
Yeah,
be freaking kidding me.
I think he went into the trees or something like that.
He had a great try. Yeah, it was ridiculous. But again, for let's say my third guy. Well, I guess that was three, but I picked Harold Varner as well because I think he did really good at the Masters this last
Yeah,
year. So I picked him just as a wild card. And also, is Brandon Wu the guy from San Jose State? Brandon Wu.
I have no idea off the top of my head. I have no idea. Let me
But yeah, what
check.
about you? What about you? I'll look right now. I'll look right now.
My three are Brooks Koepka is my number one. Um, my number two was Scotty Scheffler,
Yeah,
and
he's
my
up there.
yeah, and my number three, I was pulling for my boy Ricky. My four was Phil.
Okay.
For
Wait, Ricky
for
Fowler, he's playing? I didn't know that. Okay.
yeah, yeah, he's playing.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
Phil had a
I think he
few
finished two
studs.
under or two
Okay.
over. I think
2 over.
Ricky was
Okay.
two over.
Respectable because I mean, if you looked at that course, man, that course they're starting to turn into the dang US Open with how like fast those greens are, how thick the rough
Hmm.
is. And if you watch some of those rough shots, like they look like they were just like wrist breakers. Like they just look
Yeah,
deadly.
yeah,
Um
they were definitely hacking at the
They were
fescue for
and
sure.
is it Bryson? Is Bryson leading right now
Yeah,
at 4 under?
Bryson's four under. He shot a 66 today.
And I would love that. Like I said, any live guy I'm rooting for. Cam Smith, I think, crapped the bed so far. Dustin Johnson's 3 under. Victor Hovland, who we both like, 2 under. Keegan Bradley, 2 under. Let's see, anyone else off the top of our head? Keith Mitchell, the
There you go.
what do you call it? No one rocks a visor better than Keith Mitchell on the PGA
Yeah,
Tour.
yeah.
Uh, still bummed that I was gun shy. I didn't say that to him when I was right in front of him. But
Yeah.
let's see
He
who else
probably
we
would have
got.
looked at you and been like, "Are you Bobby Fairways?" Should have said you're
Yeah,
not.
right. Corey Connors, dude, too, is 3 under. And then there's a random dude, Ryan Fox, who's from New Zealand. He's 41 world rank, but 2 under.
Where's Joel
Um,
Damon at?
Joel, oh man, give me a second. I might need a little bit to scroll down a little bit. Thigala actually was not too bad, but he ended up with one
Yeah,
over.
yeah.
Keep
He
going.
came out hot. He came
He
out
did.
hot, and then he just I don't know. It just got to him. He missed a few crucial putts, like that were like 3 or 4 feet. I mean, Ed, that was the
Mm,
one thing everyone was saying that the greens were moving so much that it was like
dude, some of
if you
these
hit
two
it
foot
too
putts
hard,
were like just barely making it. We're
yeah,
like it would like slide in. It was creepy.
yeah. What did you think of the par three that was playing 234 yards?
Well, hold on a second, really quickly. Take a guess of where you think Joel Damon is right now. Just like out of, let's say, hold on. Let me tell you. So there is 156 players. What do you think he is right now?
I'm gonna say 70th.
76th. Because
Uh,
like what was it, full swing? It's like, well, there's someone's got to be like the 75th player in the world. Might as well be me,
yeah.
like, and boom, there he is. Okay, sorry, but yeah. So one thing that I heard from, I think it was Evan at the Par Train, he was talking about the par threes and why some of them are, I would say, a decent amount of them are at least like 200 yards on a PGA Tour event or a major, and he was always wondering like, why are they so far out? And it's supposed to be equivalent to an approach shot, a difficult approach shot. But you're teeing it up, so it's a little bit more a little easier. You have a better lie guaranteed and things like that. But I think it's a monster. Was that the one that was tucked in the back left,
He
or
tucked in
was
the
it?
back left, and then it had the huge ridge in front. Like even DJ hit like I think he hit like a 7 wood or something
Okay, okay,
into it, and it was, I mean, it was a sky missile,
yeah.
and he hit the front of that slope, and it came 30 feet back onto like the front of the green.
Dude, those greens are running like 13 to 14 at least. That ball was flying. Like, it'd be like, oh, great shot. Oh no, it's gonna catch that, and it would
Yeah.
just trail off.
Did you see this is off subject, but did you see the video that Patty Shea posted at Carmel Valley Ranch, where he was like, take a look at what it looks like when greens are running 13.5 on the stem. He hit it one-handed from 80 feet away and still like maybe got it 6 feet by.
What he posted on
He posted on TikTok and Instagram.
TikTok. Okay, okay. I'm gonna check
Yeah,
that out. I
it's
have
pretty
not.
crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Dude, some of those greens, man. I don't know how I would be able to do it, but
Pick a spot. Yeah,
jeez, man.
even yesterday, I went and played 36 over at Foxdale Golf Course for my
Living the
tournament this
dream.
weekend.
Living the
Yeah,
dream.
yeah, for my tournament this weekend. I have the Sonoma County championship this weekend, and I went 70-72. I wasn't upset with it. Definitely played great. I kind of played a little bit more conservative than what I normally would, but it was fun. It was great. I was happy with the way I did. I'm looking forward to this weekend, and hopefully go low and bring home a championship
Yeah,
for four dads.
right? You'll probably shoot 82, 84, but when it counts. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
But I just see the video. That's it's yeah, I feel
unreal.
like I don't know what the greens are like in the valley traditionally. You're usually pretty quick. But from what I was used
Copper River gets to like 12 during the summer.
really,
Yeah, because they dry those
uh,
greens out.
dang man, like dude, I would be in putting he double hockey sticks if I was playing there. Just like they need to have a Joe
You
Schmo that has like a 10 handicap at every major, whether it's one different guy a day or one for the 4 days, just to put like into perspective and also let the crowd know like, hey, be
Hey,
on high alert.
that's what Earl from Scratch Golf goes and does. Earl goes and plays every single golf course the week before the tournament, and he tries to break 80. Same with Dave Portnoy from
Oh, really?
Barstool. Yeah, he
No
has
way.
that whole thing on his channel where he goes and tries to break 90. He's getting double strokes on every single hole, and he still doesn't break it.
Well, I was
But
like the big question on Twitter was like, what do you think you would shoot on these course conditions with how thin the fairways are? And some people are like, I'm a 2 handicap and I'd probably shoot like a 98. It all obviously depends on it's really your drive. If you're able to get on the fairway, you're gonna set yourself up. But if you get stuck in the rough, like you could easily see a 6 or a 7.
yeah,
Easy.
I mean, imagine if these guys didn't have volunteers finding their ball.
Oh my gosh, it'd be impossible. Or just fans that are like, oh, it's right here. Or it
Yeah,
bounced off of me. It's like
yeah,
right here.
yeah. I mean, imagine if you didn't have that. I mean, one, there'd be a lot of lost balls, and it'd be a three. I mean, rounds would be slow. Um, it's like it's pretty crazy. I mean, I just think like the conditions in which they play is completely different. And again, if it were someone like me, I mean, I don't even care. I mean, obviously the hardest part's going to be the putting side. So I'm going to play my game and, just do what I
Right.
can and hack away if I have to. But
Yeah.
ultimately, though, it's the putting greens that kill you.
Hmm.
Those are where you're like, oh no, I hit it way too hard. Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
Yeah, right. And then you go from like a putt to a chip back
Yeah.
on the green and then a putt again. Like
Yeah.
it's
That that was honestly like my tournament, like my US local qualifier last year at Fountain Grove. Like
yeah.
those greens were rolling. I don't know. A lot of people were kind of arguing about how quick they were after, because they were like, oh no, they were probably only running a 12, and like some people were like, no way, dude, those are like a 14. And I was like, it had to have been somewhere around 12 and a half to 13 in my opinion, because if I mean, there was a few putts. For example, there was number one, two, number two. It's a kind of an uphill, downhill, uphill par four,
Mhm.
and I hit a great
Wait,
drive.
wait, wait, wait. Did you say uphill, downhill, uphill? What does that
I'm
even
sorry,
mean?
I'm sorry. Uphill, or so you're at an elevated tee box.
Okay.
You hit down into like a canyon, and then you
Right.
have another shot going back uphill.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
So, uh, it from the tips, it was playing about 475 yards. I hit a good 2 iron, got all the way up to the fairway, or got all the way kind of on the upslope of the fairway, because the ball rolls. So it was like a 305-yard 2 iron that I hit. I had one 185 or so up the hill, and I hit a great shot. The ball was just before the slope going back down to the pin, and I putted it, like I just nicked it, like just gave it a little go, and it rolled all the way off the green down 25 yards down to the bottom. Got my wedge, hit my shot up. My shot hit the ridge, bit, came back just a hair, came right back to me in that same spot. So I had to hit out of my divot, which was
Pull
even more frustrating.
pull a freaking like what is it? I mean, Phil Mickelson and like hit it mid
Yeah,
comeback.
dude, I mean, that was probably by far one of the hardest courses I think I've played, or hardest course conditions I've played to date. Fountain Grove is not a super hard layout, but when they put it in tournament condition, it's mean. It's mean. So,
Dude, the
yeah,
amount of
just a,
courses that can turn that way if they just like do stuff to the greens. And like when you played on that tournament, was it like when you practiced at the putting green compared to the actual greens themselves? Were they the same?
no.
I was asking one of my buddies that I was playing with last round at Riverside when I shot my first over 90 in like 7 years. Like, what do you think is worse? Greens, the practice greens that are not the same as what the round is, or inconsistent greens throughout the round where one like the number one is fast, number two is slow, number three is fast, number four is slow. Like, which would you rather deal with? One that's just different and is consistent, or one that's just inconsistent the whole time?
I mean, obviously, I'd rather deal with like consistency, but for an example, one thing that I don't want to say I hate, but I strongly dislike is, for
You
an
hate.
example, for an example, like Rancho Solano when we went and played, right? Those greens were insanely undulated. You're putting on a hillside,
Dude, it's
and
insane.
it was like you put it 4 feet and it goes 30, but then you get out to like the first green, you hit that same speed with that putt. It only went 4 feet. And even on a downhill slope, it was like it defied gravity, like it didn't want to go anywhere. That right there is what pisses me off, because then you know that the rest of the course is like that.
Ugh,
But
dude, I
speaking of,
still
hold
remember
on.
putting on those.
Speaking
Yeah, go
of,
for it, go for it.
yeah, hold on. I'll let you go ahead and go. But
No, go for it.
since you said you want to try a course that's like, um, you want to try a course just before tournament condition.
Yeah.
If you have time this weekend, go play Riverside, because next weekend is the Fresno City Championship.
Well, I did last
Uh,
weekend, dude. The place freaking blew. I was like,
no,
what the heck, man?
go play it now, because I guarantee you they rolled it, and the course is probably in great condition right now. So if you want to, I would say book a tee time for you to go play and test it out, because I haven't played that one. I actually was asking Isis if I could go play this next weekend and go play that tournament, because for the championship series it's a 3 day tournament. So
Oh, yeah.
you have to qualify for Sunday. And I was gonna be like, John, come caddy for me, dude. It'd be fun. And then that
Dude,
way
that
you
would
could
have been, dude,
film it all.
I would have, oh, yeah, no, I definitely would have filmed it. But this weekend, we're actually heading to Monterey. I am playing nine with the guy who hooked me up, at least my family up with the Pebble
Delmont,
Beach tickets.
yeah,
Um, and
the Del
and
Monte guy.
so Yeah, the Del Monte Eddie. He's hooking me. We're going to play Monterey Pines. Have you ever played there before or heard of it?
Never even heard of it.
He said
I
he
only, I
said he
only
said
know
like,
the
hey,
real
yeah,
golf
like
courses there. I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
right, yeah,
I'm
right,
just
right, right.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Apparently, it's like it's a military owned course, so it's in
Yeah,
really good shape. They
it's
take
like the
care of it and
hay.
everything, but it's like what?
It's like the hay. It's a nine hole. I think I've heard of Monterey Pines,
No,
but
no, it's 18. It's
oh, it is
18. It
18.
is 18.
Okay.
But I only have enough time for nine, and I'm like, hey, like if I can play a front or back nine, that's fine with me. And so that's why I honestly didn't even hit you up because I'm like, I don't want you traveling 2 to 3 hours for like nine holes. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not gonna be
Well,
worth
I,
it for
I
you.
wouldn't have even I wouldn't have even been able to make it because of the tournament.
Right, right, right,
Yeah.
right. But yeah. So we're going over there. We're going to the Monterey Bay Aquarium on Saturday. I'm gonna golf on Sunday. Head back Sunday night. But it'll be fun. I mean, it's crazy because like here today it was like, let me see, it was like 90, the high of
Oh,
95
and it's probably
today,
gonna be like 60
and
degrees over there.
dude, it's 90. It's gonna be 93 on Sunday when I'm playing, and if my phone will allow me to, Monterey, it'll be 93 on Sunday, and it's going to be 62 on Sunday there. So it's like anytime that I would visit San Luis Obispo, where I'm from, or really the like the coast from a
Yeah.
summer day here, it's so hard to prepare because in your mind, you're like, dude, I'm sweating buckets right now. Like, I don't need a jacket, I don't need pants. And then you get there and you're just freezing. You're like, what the heck? Like, oh my gosh. So
You'll
it's gonna be
you'll
such a
just need
trip because I have
to
to like bring leggings.
no, 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 no. No, you won't need that there because it's gonna be clear skies. You'll be just fine. You could wear shorts, your compression shorts, and then you could just wear like your FootJoy little light throw over. Because and I guarantee you'll take it off because it's clear skies and it feels warmer. Like that's exactly how it was when I
Well, yeah,
when
when
we
the
went in.
sun's on you, but it's supposed to
Mhm.
be overcast. Supposed to be. So like it's not like cloud like light cloud coverage or anything. It's supposed to be overcast. So I'll prepare for the worst. But I mean, I'll get some more footage. Still trying to figure out my outfit. Still don't know. It's the biggest issue that I'm going with through right now. So, but yeah, I mean, you know me.
I know, dude. I know you too well. I was like
We might not leave on time because of that.
the video you sent me, the video you sent me of where you make that long par coming up the hill and you
You're looking
like
at my
did the,
pants, aren't you? You're looking at
I
my
was I
pants.
was looking at your pants, I was looking at your shoes, and I literally wanted to be like June like junior or JT Junior out here with the fist pump on the video caption because that's exactly who you look like from a distance. You literally look like a JT just
um,
stoked like yes, I still kept my 500. Let's go.
oh my gosh, dude, I remember that. It was like that whole like joke where it's like any like close birdie putt, you like lip out, or like you miss. But if it's like a crazy par putt that you don't put any thought into, you just drain it. And you're like,
Yeah,
seriously?
it goes in
What the
every
heck?
time. It
Oh,
goes in every time.
like you even
Are you
saw my
gonna?
reaction. I put it and I'm like itching my ear because I'm like, nah, there's no chance it's going
Yeah.
in. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going in.
Are you gonna rock your Jordans for the turn or for the game?
And no, no, they don't come in time. So maybe probably the next round that I'll be able to go to. I'll definitely have them by the time we play a round for Father's Day. If you are able to still come out, we'll still try and figure that out. We'll talk off air, but we
Yeah.
definitely need to get around that Saturday before Father's Day, so we can get some footage for it.
All right. Yeah, dude, I've been going back and forth of looking on like going onto StockX, going onto Nike, going onto this other website called Wanted, and just trying to find them. But it's like, dude, so I wear size 12 and a half to 13 typically with Nikes, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Anything that size is like $1,000 for the shoes.
Really?
Yeah, like well, except for on the Nike website, but I would never look good in
Right.
high tops. High tops just ain't me, dude.
Mm.
I got too thick of
Dude,
calves.
I mean,
I'll look like
I'm not the
freaking Fat
biggest
Perez.
fan. Well, no, that's the thing. So that's the thing, where like I was watching one of the videos and I'm like, those are pretty clean.
Yeah, they
Okay.
look good on them.
Those
They
are
look good on them.
like they do, and I'm like, okay. So I was checking, and I'm looking at yours right now. It's 195 to 221 for depending on what is, but the ones that I was looking at, they go for 220 on
Nike.
Nike.com.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay, let me just check out some areas. Cause I know when I was trying to sell my Tiger Woods, like
Yeah.
they were going for 240 on Nike until they were sold out in the sizes. And then I posted them on like golf classifieds on Reddit. And people were like,
Hmm.
these things are going for like $200 on like, like StockX right now. They can just buy them there. I'm like, cool, buy them there. Like I'll wait until they get sold and then they're really limited, and then I'll sell, which I did for like 350 a piece. So I made like
Yeah.
made like $220 on both shoes.
Yep.
Um, and I looked and I'm like, dude, that's a deal. And then the crazy thing was for that size, let me read you the history. So the ones that I got were nothing crazy, but literally the day before, or let's see, yeah, two days before they went for 155. I'm like, how is someone gonna buy $220 shoes and sell them for 155 on a website that takes a chunk of the change? There's no way. Like they're brand new with the box and everything, and they have to go through a verification process. Like, how is so like unless somebody's buying them wholesale, like there's no way that someone's selling them for that. And why would
It
you let
has
them
to
go for
be.
that cheap?
Just to
Why would you let them go for
just
that cheap when you can
make
easily sell
make a
them for
quick
like,
dollar. Make a quick
geez,
dollar.
man? I'm like, wow,
Yeah, just
crazy.
make a
But
quick dollar.
yeah, I mean, they're gonna look good because on our hats, the red, white, and blue. I mean, that's what they are. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, I mean, I'll definitely be rocking them for our video for sure. I can't wait.
Yeah, I don't know. I keep looking at them right now, and I'm like, I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do that. Like, I just
Dude,
don't.
come on, join the movement, huh?
My
Come on.
my G4s just feel. I mean, my G4s are nicer. It comes with the
Well,
premium leather. Like they're great, and they got the fancy insoles on them too. So it like
mhm.
molds to your foot, so you're always in a nice, comfortable position.
Not all of us can afford G4s. All right,
They're
jeez,
the same
man.
price as the shoe. They're the same price as the ones you just got. Don't
No,
give
I
me that
know.
shit.
They
Yeah,
actually look like golf shoes. But yeah, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it. But I can't wait. I mean, regardless, going out this Saturday, and then next weekend is Memorial Day. I'm really trying to get in something Memorial Day weekend since I'm off on that Monday. Trying to get some footage or something because it's going to start cooling down a little bit. But it's going to be honestly a good week of golf, in my opinion. I can't wait, at least for me,
yeah.
because of me actually being able to do things. So it'll be fun.
You should just. I don't know, man. Just send. I don't know. Have Stephanie's parents watch Carter for a little bit, and just send Stephanie on like a to go get her nails done or something. Just so you can go get out there and do whatever you want to do, man. It's all
Right?
preparation, man.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
the test. Gotta
No, for
prep.
sure, dude. For sure,
Yeah.
dude. But I mean, you gonna be watching the PGA Championship this
Yeah.
weekend?
I'll
Yeah.
try to. I mean, I'll be having my own tournament, but I'll definitely have it when I get home and settle down and relax and watch and just try not to fall asleep because I'm gonna be gone all day. I think my first tee time on Saturday will
Oh, that's
be
right.
12:20, so my parents will be here with Adelina, and then depending on how I play that first day will dictate what time I play Sunday. So if I play crappy, then I'm teeing off in the morning. If I play well, I'm teeing off in the afternoon again.
What's the weather looking like for that tournament?
It's supposed to be pretty toasty this weekend. I mean, it was toasty today.
Yep.
Let me see here. I don't need directions. I need weather. Let's see. So it's going to be. Oh, actually, it's not going to be too bad. It's going to be a little overcast. It says it's going to be. Wait, that's not right. Oh, okay. So it'll be 70 degrees in the afternoon on Saturday, and then it'll be 65 on
Okay.
Sunday.
Nice.
So
Nice.
not terrible. I know. I can't
Some
believe
good
it's already
weather.
90. I can't believe it's already 90 something degrees in Fresno.
Dude, it was
I mean,
98 on Sunday.
Arizona
Freaking
just Arizona just broke 99 like I think this week and people were just kind of like wow, we were just having such nice weather. It was 85, all week, and all of a sudden, I think today, yeah, today it
Dude,
broke it broke 100.
it's been so wavy, like where it's not it's like not consistent where like it gradually moves up. It's just like,
Yeah,
oh, it's 98. Okay, well now it's 70, and then it's like 30-mile-an-hour winds, and it's just been freaking nuts.
yeah,
I went to the range on Tuesday and had a great range session. I went during my son's first nap at like 10 o'clock or 9:30, 10. And you know how like they always water down, the everything in the morning because of how hot it gets.
yeah,
Dude, it was so humid. Oh my gosh. The good thing was like there was no one really there because in the
yeah,
morning, unless you're playing on the course itself, usually in the afternoon, you have like the high schoolers that come on out that are playing on their teams or college kids. And so it was chill because I was able just to chip off of the green and work on my chipping, still working on it, having a blast with it. Honestly, I have the most fun with just working on chipping within like 20 yards or 15 yards, 5 yards off the green or whatever. But yeah, dude, I honestly cannot wait for this round coming up, and especially because how bad I played before. I really need some good golf, man. Besides a few good drives, I
I
need
wish
some.
I really wish you had the time to go play Del Monte, because I just watched. There's this guy that I follow called Cali Golfer
Mhm.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Apparently, this dude lives like in San Francisco. So he does golf vlogs, like, kind of like what you do when you go
Hmm.
play, and he
Yeah.
literally just walks through the history of like
Oh wow.
of a lot of these courses, and he just went to Del Monte to go play, and I was like
Mm.
blown away. Was like, I've been to Monterey a million times. I've never even stepped foot on Del Monte. I've played Laguna Seca.
Hmm.
I've played Bayonet Black Horse. I played Pacific Grove.
Hmm.
I've now played Spy. You
Yeah.
know, um, I've been down in the area in Eagle Ridge. I've gone out and played all these courses that are there, and I'm like, I've never even stepped um on Del Monte. I mean, I even played Tacoma. Tacoma is like this, it's another Cypress Point type country
Hmm.
club. I mean, this girl that I went to high school with, her parents are members there, and
Oh
she
wow.
knew that I was working in the golf industry, and she was like, "Hey, like, we have an open spot. Would you like? How close are you to Monterey?" I was like, "I'm an hour 45." She's like, "Would you want to join us?" And I'm like, "Sure, sounds great. Hell
Well,
yeah!" I was like,
I
"What?"
mean, the plan originally was that I reached out to my buddy and he was like, "Let's see if we can get you on." And obviously, my times are limited, and I'm like,
Yeah,
"Hey, if we get on by like 9, that'd be great." And he's like, "It's either gonna be 7," and then he's like, and I'm like, "Dude, 7 is like 7, like that's
you should
7."
you should do it. If
Well, I
he
know,
if he says 7, you should get your
well, that's
ass
the
up,
thing.
get
Well,
2 Red Bulls, and go.
he's gonna be there for a while.
Yeah,
He's got a full time position there, and I know like I definitely if I go, it would either be with you or him and you. Like just together. I think it'd be a great time. And so I know even when we went to Pebble Beach that was potentially in the plans that he was going to
yeah,
hook us up. He's like, "Yo, I can get you on for a member rate. Just just let me know." And so we can definitely set something up and we will play that. I can't wait. The only downside of that course apparently is there's no driving range. So like you literally have to walk on.
we can just go to Pebble.
Well, I know,
Just
but
go to
isn't it like
Pebble.
that far? Isn't it far away that you got to drive or whatever? But like
Cares. You got an electric car. I'm just kidding.
the infrastructure, bro, it's not
We
ready.
can. I mean, we can go early and go to like Black Horse and go hit balls.
No.
It's not Black Horse isn't that far from Del Monte.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, I
Yeah,
don't really know Monterey too well, but yeah, that was the plan originally. And then he was like, "Oh, no, like that wouldn't work. We don't have the time. Like it was too late to submit. Like a tea
yeah.
time at that point." And I was like, "Okay, well, like what course would be good?" He's like, "Monterey Pines is pretty solid." And so then I called, made a tea time, all good to go, all set up for 9 holes, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I need it.
Nice, nice, man. Well,
But yeah,
cool. Well,
yeah.
great place to end the episode. Awesome. Again, guys, like, we still have a bunch of hats. This is not one of our hats. This is sadness. Sales are dope. Never ever stop selling. Shout out to my boy Corporate Bro. But yeah, guys, hit us up if you want to get on the Four Dads. If you want to get on the Four Dads train, get yourself a hat. Thank you again for all the support on TikTok. We just need 50 more followers, and we can start bringing it live to you guys. So have yourselves a good night, and hope you guys go low and stay fly this weekend.
Yes, sir.